We have a saying in our congregation, in our constitutions actually, that we are men with hope to bring. That was never more evident to me than the years that I worked in Santiago, Chile. I was there from 1977 to 1979. It was the very height of the Pinochet dictatorship, and times were very, very difficult. Holy Cross itself had gone through some very difficult times down there. We lost the main school that we had, and a number of our people had been arrested and jailed and deported from the country. And we had decided to stay there, and I had decided to go to work in a new venture that the congregation was taking over in inner city Santiago. And never more in my life did I feel that I was a person with hope to bring than during those years there. There was not much that we could do. The military dictatorship had tight control over everything. But I understood more than anything else the ministry of presence, of being there with people who were really being oppressed by their government. But the fact that we were there with them, that we were foreigners, that we stood beside them, and that we were there to help them in any way they could, was the best sign that I could ever give to somebody that I was a person with hope to bring.
In my own personal experience working as a chaplain at a hospital in Colorado Springs, I felt that was more vivid because every time I was recommended to go see a patient, I was that person with hope to bring in the senses of their more in their dire need, whether they were in pain or whether they were dying or they had personal issues with family or what have you, that I being there was not myself but God's presence, and they were not alone.
I've never met students more hungry for education in East Africa than any place in the world. So basically the revelation for me was, I know Americans need good teachers, but there are plenty of good teachers in the United States. When I went to East Africa, there weren't so many teachers available because it's the developing world. They don't have all the resources. All of a sudden I realized, here is a place where I can serve as a Holy Cross brother out of my own context and culture in another whole world, living a very simple existence, etc., far from my regular supports of family and friends. Here's where I can make an absolutely unbelievable difference by being a good teacher and inspiring a whole generation of young people who are eager to learn but don't have those resources.
The theme this year was people with hope to bring. And what the students took out of that was that they had gifts to bring. If they were going to a camp with disabled kids, their presence, the fact that they could put a child on their back who couldn't walk, but on their back could move and participate in activities, provided a level of hope for that student that they didn't have without that set of legs or without that person bringing them into the swimming pool where they wouldn't be able to stay up on their own. When the students were going into nursing homes and just spending time with the people that were living there, that was a bringing of hope to other people. Some of the students were painting walls in decrepit homes in the neighborhood. And all the scraping and the painting and that they did in trying to get those homes to be homes that a person could feel comfortable in and could feel proud of. That's bringing a little bit of hope. It's that giving of self that reaches out to others and touches them. That's how we're men with hope to bring, and that's how we encourage others to be people with hope to bring.
I see myself as bringing hope to the people that I work with, and currently that's with teenagers in high schools. I bring hope by helping them articulate their dreams and ambitions and walking with them as they try to achieve those things. I know that at San Juan Diego, a number of the kids couldn't imagine going to university, and they did. It's amazing. I did get a letter recently from a study that Juan Diego did about some of the graduating classes. And our first graduating classes, they're in the middle of their college experience right now. They have these great majors: international business, tax, and accounting, and criminal justice, things that they talked about as impossible dreams. just a couple of years ago, they're now doing. And several of the kids right now are planning semester abroad. They talked about the possibility of studying in Spain or England, France, way back when, but it was this pie in the sky, unreachable dream. And they're doing it now.